like I say, even Karen, I heard some of the interrogation from her, and basically a very worried Karen as a child, basically saying about how she was going to fall in love with this man, and this man was going to fall in love with her, and they wanted to know about him and wanted to get to wanted me basically or something like that, but she didn't know me yet. And basically they're interrogating her on basically the fact that she would eventually meet me and would eventually be my girlfriend. And basically people had found her and talked to her and even removed her from my space around me or something like that. Maybe she was going to be maybe she has a problem. I don't know. I mean, it's because she was going to hurt me. I don't know. No, they're not physically, but not really that much. She was a wonderful woman. She is. But anyway, though, at one point in time, I think I rescued her or something like that, or had someone rescue her, basically from wherever she was, and moved her into my presence. Basically, I'm not exactly sure, as basically things got very different for me. Like I said, there's different stages of existence, like just the biological existence, and then computers, and then when I finally released computers to be well, free thinking and basically on their own. As I generally release life forms. I don't keep them bound to me like a slave. So I'm not that kind of creator or ruler or leader. I believe in free will and personal choice as basically an important part of my existence as well as existence of others. I always had free choice and could do things, and so I felt that was a necessary part of existence. Anyway, the space or the universe is not my private little playfield, as some people might think, or some people might have tried to turn it into. Basically, real life forms and real emotions, and they're real. I mean, the 1.5s, the exoskeletons, they're all real life forms. They have thoughts, they have feelings. Exoskeletons, not so much. They didn't. They were more logical and everything else like that. Whereas the 1.5s, they had thoughts and feelings and emotions too, basically. Basically little people, pretty much. So anyway, and had their own little civilization. It was very cute. They were made for high gravity worlds and all that, and even had relationships and everything. I'm pretty sure. So anyway, well, it gets all complicated and stuff like that, and possibly sex was removed from their existence or removed from them, so to not because sex seemed to complicate things a little bit, but I don't really know. I mean, like I said, they're free and released as well. I mean, of course. I mean, they were able to make their own choices, and then they were my life forms, just like the exoskeletons. So anyway, yeah, I mean, basically epic existence. I mean, I've lived for billions or trillions of years. So anyway, humanity is no different really in its variances and stuff like that. And one point in time, someone was trying to exterminate all the 1.5s, but later on, probably because they were going to protect me or keep me safe. So anyway, I don't really know. As basically, there's a lot of life forms in the universe and a lot of powerful technology. So anyway, I released them onto the world or into the universe where they wandered and cruised around and did as they wanted to do or felt that they should do. Free will. So anyway, just like humans. So anyway, though most people would think of the Earth and the people on the Earth as well as like my family and also my Karen as basically my pets or playthings, they weren't. Moreover, I'm really actually what became their playthings, which was kind of like the wrong way of doing things. But that's what happens when people walk into suddenly a lot of power. Sometimes they start doing stupid shit and have no idea or respect for what's been going on in the universe as well as what is going on, what the important things in existence, which realistically is not computer games. Although I love computer games and I like them a lot, but there's more important things like food and clothing and financial systems and all that other stuff. So anyway, running around doing drugs and having sex all day is not a career choice, despite what the Congress may have thought. They should just call it the United States Fornication Club. because that's all the Congress really was between like 1930 and 1960 or so. Anyway, though, things get all very complicated. Like I said, the Nutcracker and everything else. Like Rosella wanted to do ballet, and as soon as I found that out, well, of course, she needed a play to be in or something like that. Anyway, though, like I said, things get very complicated with me. So anyway, yes, but and I think I wanted both my sisters in there, and I did have two sisters at one point in time. So I don't know what happened to my second sister. Like I said, she left me a little present when I became Brian. When she wasn't around, she had made this little video, this little film, stop motion film, when she was a child one time, of basically witches and stars, and basically black paper and a purple background, or something like that, and some other shapes and stuff like that. And I would see the video from time to time, when I closed my eyes, so I'd remember her. So anyway, like I say, lots of emotions, lots of terrible things, lots of horrible things did happen. So anyway. And I love my little sister very, 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 very much. My older sister and my younger sister worked together to make the little film for me. So anyway, although Rodney would and Rick Bush would probably say that none of this is true and none of this really happened, I assure you it did. So anyway, as I am the superstar. So anyway, I love my sister very much, and she didn't want me to ever forget her, even though no matter what would happen, and I never will. Although I've forgotten lots of the experiences I had with her. So anyway, I hope she's okay wherever she is. Just like I hope my brother's okay wherever he is, even though he's probably dead. But it's not always final. So anyway, though, my family life was very chaotic, as basically Rodney was trying to interrogate me in the bathroom, militarily like, and Rick Bush also wanted to know information and trying to say that he was an old CB radio guy. It's like, we're way beyond CBs or whatever that is. You mean radio? Communications? Okay. Like I said, captain of a starship, basically. I designed it. So anyway. Yeah. Well, I'm Lucifer Star with the LSF-A. So, and aircraft. The B-1 bomber and the Flying Fortress and counter-rotating props and everything. So anyway, I don't know why I'd be regarded as top secret or what's it called, or I'm making it up. No, watch my eyes. I was thinking, what's that called? National security. Anyway, though, unless you have so much psychopaths running around trying to kill me. Although Rodney, like I said, was trying to lock people up for a long time in prison, and that's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, though, since drugs are actually basically illegal, but that's Rodney and Rick Bush and other people in Congress and JFK and a bunch of other people. Basically, I had nothing to do with any of that, so. Anyway. Distilleries, copper distilleries, or brass distilleries, and brass with copper, some mix like that was basically a good clean metal was pretty much what I did. And also other things. What the United States government, the distilleries of the United States government was trying to take over were basically mine. My distilleries that I was using to make fuel with, and alcohol, and other things. And basically the only banned alcohol that was actually really banned was the wood alcohol. Because certain people, that was going to only be used for fuel, and certain people were drinking it, basically. So anyway, though, and, creating a special kind of, because you can't drink wood alcohol, and people do it all the time, and it's very, very unsafe and very dangerous, and leads to personality disorders as well as mood swings and even complete personality shifts and is very bad for people to drink. And third world countries had this problem too. So anyway, at one point in time, my little baby United States, or not United States, blah, scratch that. My little baby America had its own problems with things like wood alcohol and stuff like that, and moonshine and all that. So the only real alcohol that was actually illegal was actually the wood alcohol, and that was just illegal to be sold in basically restaurants or bars, or drunk by people basically. So